Tonight, there are questions about how long Mark Esper will remain as Secretary of Defense after he broke with President Trump on using active duty military in American cities. Also tonight, the man that Esper succeeded, former Marine General James Mattis, is turning on the president, accusing him of misusing the military and dividing the country. CBS's Paula Reid is at the White House tonight. It's extraordinary number of developments, Paula.
Extraordinary indeed. Nora, Secretary Esper's decision to publicly disagree with President Trump over the use of active duty military did not go over well inside the White House. President Trump and his defense secretary are at odds tonight over the decision to call up active military to police protests.
The option to use active duty forces in a law enforcement role should only be used as a matter of last resort and only in the most urgent and dire of situations. We are not in one of those situations now.
The president disagrees. He called up nearly 1,600 active duty soldiers, now staging at 4 bases outside Washington. A decision to send them home today was called off, according to a U.S. official, because of the potential for more violence.
We have to have a dominant force. Maybe it doesn't sound good to say it, but you have to have a dominant force. We need law and order.
The show of force in cities like Washington has been called excessive by critics. Some of those heavily armed personnel wear no uniforms, signifying who they work for. A surprising sight on the streets today, DEA agents, who by law can only deal with drug-related crimes. But Attorney General Bill Barr has granted them extraordinary powers, saying that for the next 14 days, they can conduct covert surveillance and protect against threats to public safety. Meanwhile, the White House continues to defend the violent removal of protesters from Lafayette Park, allowing the president to walk to St. John's Church for a photo op. White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany compared it to iconic moments during World War II and 9/11.
And like Churchill, we saw him inspecting the bombing damage. It sent a powerful message of leadership to the British people, and George W. Bush throwing out the ceremonial first pitch after 9/11.
Former Defense Secretary General James Mattis, who has not publicly criticized the president in the 18 months since he resigned, issued a statement late today denouncing President Trump as a threat to the Constitution and suggested that he is trying to divide Americans. Nora?
Incredible to hear that from General Mattis. Paula, thank you.